The monarchs stand off and Antares strikes first, but Jin catches his claw mid-swing and counters with a crushing punch to the face. However, as he pulls back, Antares opens his jaws and clamps on Jin's torso, effortlessly lifting him up before hurling him so far he crashes into fertile land. Laying there, Jin senses danger and springs off the ground, just barely dodging Antares' blast breath. The now one-armed Shadow Monarch conjures a sword and dashes forth toward the King of Dragons, swinging his blade through the beam and slashing the beast's belly. Flicking his tail, the monarch whips Jinwoo across the battlefield and thrusts off the ground, summoning multiple blaze beams that rain down sky. Antares turns his gaze as a sword spears through the air and tears through his wing. 6 more are summoned around Jinwoo, and he sends them forth as Antares blasts breaths again. Their powers collide and consume the entire island. Dust clears, revealing a battered Jinwoo whose shadow armor shatters, causing him to fall to the ground. He takes a deep breath and notes that it takes an enormous amount of stamina just to maintain that great power as Antares presents his final offer, questioning if Jin really doesn't intend on joining him. Summoning his armor, he responds that he doesn't intend on cooperating with a monster. The Dragon King calls him foolish, and the two face off before launching forth and clashing blades. Antares says the Monarch of Transfiguration and the Army of Destruction is destroying his everything, and in the end, he won't be able to protect anything, even at this moment, while they cross swords. Even if he is the King of the Dead, as a human, he must fear death. He asks if he wishes for the flame that even incinerates death itself to turn him into ashes. Soon, everything Jin is trying to protect will be nothing more than an illusion. Surely he must sense it since he's awakened the powers of Ashborn, the countless cries of suffering in this land and world. This is what a war is. This is the sound of the army of destruction ravaging humanity. Listen to their cries of suffering. Let their despair become contagious and silence everyone. Antares tells him to regret his decision, but Jin responds that he should be the one saying that. A dagger floats from behind and blasts into Antares, only to get caught in a force field as he snickers, questioning if Jin thought a dagger made from dragon's tooth could harm the King of Dragons. He asks if Jin finds the fight between a flame born within darkness and a darkness born within the light amusing, and comments that it seems the fight is nearing its end. Jin affirms, saying he can see the end, and dashes toward Antares, who states the Army of Destruction doesn't even need to find this place, since he will raise their morale by beheading the foolish monarch. Jin responds that the sun darkens the shadows and shocks Antares as his summons appear, holding Antares in place as he screams that he will rip Jin to pieces and turn him into Drake food.